Enough lighting here? I guess so. Okay, let's give it a few minutes for everybody to realize that I am on. Let's do no, that's not good. Maybe it is. There we go. Okay. Good morning. Or, yeah, is it good morning? Yeah, good morning. What's up, Gunplum Modelers? This is Strider Prime, bringing you a new live stream. Today is, what is it? July 28th, 2019. Wasn't actually planning this, just did it on the spur of the moment. And thought I'd give you guys an update. I was actually going to do a recording and post it, but let me just put a live stream out there so you guys can see this. But anyway, it's now 11:36 my time, Eastern time. I don't know where you guys are, but good morning and good evening and good day. How's everybody doing? Just showing off my completed R6, which, in all due fairness, I think it needs more work. It really does, especially around the feet here and here. Maybe I want to put something here in the chest, but then I don't know what. And I remembered that there was one of the option parts of Bandai release, which had the emblem of the Federation Xeon, which can probably go there. But I never got it, and for me to go out of my way to get it, not really. I feel like it needs a little bit more. The missiles definitely needs a little bit more. These two are not glued on; they're stuck on by sticky tacks. So I'll probably up so that way I can take them off and paint them separately. But yeah, it's a neat little guy. Just I wish the joint of the arms was a little stronger. This one is also another part that doesn't want to hold on right, and I may do something with this. I may end up gluing it after it all paints. I don't know yet. I really don't. This will probably be a statue type thing. Faisal Shashirtera. Hopefully I said that right, and I apologize if I didn't. But good morning and hello. How you doing? Oh God, I wish I would have went to. Well, sorry, going off topic here. Was watching a lot of photographs and videos of anime, the anime convention that passed by, and of course Comic-Con at San Diego. And I wish I would have went. I really did. If it wasn't for this nonsense of me moving, I would have enjoyed spending a day or over there. I already had not that I didn't have the tickets, but I already qualified to get tickets a year in advance, and now couldn't. And with the Gundam celebration, with the 40th anniversary stuff they were showing off, I would have loved to pick up a few things, especially like shirts or hat. I would have loved to get something like that, but just unfortunately bad timing for everything for me. It's like the gods are against me. I'm paying back for whatever stupidity I've done, when I was young, or what I did last week. I don't know. Who knows? But it was interesting to see many announcements, especially the announcement of we've already discussed this before, the Master Grade Barbatos, which we're getting. We already knew about the Lunamary Hawk Master Grade. Not that much in regards to high grades, other than the last new high grade that we got was the Destiny, the revived version of the Destiny. And I have a feeling there was an announcement for another high grade, but I haven't seen anything yet. Oh well, of course. What am I talking about? The big high grade, which is the Penelope, which we all can't wait to get our hands on that. So those are things that we are all waiting for. We are all waiting for. So let me give you some updates in regards to my move. I found a place. I found a place which I went to see the other day. I liked it. It was within a reasonable budget, and I just submitted my paperwork, and now it's the waiting game. Now, in case you guys don't know, you know, for the past years that you guys have known me on my channel, and of course my life here, living my house, I've been living here for close to 30 years. Um, and the family who owned this house was a very nice family, very good family. They were not penny pictures or cruel, rude or anything like that. They were very nice Christian family, very nice. And the owner was a lawyer who used his first floor apartment as an office, and we lived on the second floor, and we lived there for comfortably for many years. Um, he was so nice to me that he even gave, when he retired 7 years ago, close to, I think 7 or 8 years ago, when he retired, he rented me the garage because he was already getting to a point where he was already very old. He couldn't drive. He sold the car, and since there was a garage there, he gave me the garage for a reason. Of course, an increase in rent, but it was still within reason. And it's considering the fact that when I was working, I have to like drive at least a good 45, maybe 50 minutes to my work, and then when I come back late I come back late. I have to drive around my town for a good 15 to 20 minutes looking for a parking spot. And I always say, oh, please, I hope there's a parking spot in front of my house. I hope so. I hope so. And usually that's not always the case, especially in a storm or winter or whatever. But now when I got the garage, I was like, perfect. I immediately went to the garage. I picked it up, and that was great. And it was good. It was good. I really missed that family. God bless his soul for him and his wife, who also was the owner, who also passed away last year. You've been so kind to our family, and obviously we have to move on because the new owners, which is the son, doesn't live here in the town. He lives far away, and he can't maintain his house and that house and this house. So time to move on. And what are you gonna do? I can't complain about that. We had a good run. Nothing lasts forever. So now that doesn't mean I'm moving tomorrow. I don't know yet on when I'm moving. I'm thinking the month of September is going to be a month where I'm going to probably not doing anything but preparing my house, preparing the location. Not house. It's not a house. I'm actually. All right, so this is an apartment building that, as you can see, the room is very small. I can barely do anything here. The place that I'm going to is 3 times as big. My room is 3 times as big, so I will definitely be more comfortable than what I am doing right now. So obviously, I want to get that place prepared and set up and deliver the best content possible for you guys to see. And I don't, I think I could pretty much still do something for the month of August, like I'll start building a few things, maybe build one more kit, and then I'm going to pause for about a month, maybe a month and a half. Consider it a vacation for myself to be mentally prepared for this, because right now this table, I've cleaned up everything in my room to the point where I have maybe about a dozen or so boxes of things that I need to pack up. I've already sold a ton of my kits on eBay, and I have actually a set of kits that I'm actually going to sell, which I was originally going to do a garage sale, but I kind of said to myself, for me to set up a table and be outside, no. I'm putting this stuff on eBay. Hope for the best. Just probably, hopefully, will give me some time to give me some money to help out with the move. Because also, I want to buy myself a new table. This is a shelf, a 1, 2, 3, 4, a 6 shelf. You get that. Where I store my clothes and all that stuff. And the top 2 shelves is what I use to store my paints and all that stuff. And it's great for presentation. Unfortunately, I've been standing up building my kits for 15 so years. I've had enough. I need to sit down. I need a table where I can sit down, lie down, and do my stuff. So the money that I'm actually making from my sales is going to go to a new table, reasonable work desk where I can put my computer, my stuff, and enough spacing for putting in, the cutting board, the spray booth, whatnot. I'm already picturing a lot of things. Bryce, how you doing? Would you be making a tour of the new filming of? Yeah, of course. Trust me, guys. Where I'm going, I had to visually see the room that I was in, and say to myself, okay, this is where the table's going to be. There's the window. My compressor is going to be right there under that. The spray booth is going to be to the side. I'll have a tube sticking out there, so that way air can circulate. Of course, my work. Just planning it out, and then where I'm going to put the cameras. In what position, whether it's going to be in that area or that area, whatever. And then the side of the rooms, there's enough place for me to buy shelves, so I can put my kits and all that stuff. I went to IKEA and I saw those glass cases that are like $60 to $70 a piece. Pretty much every hobby store, or like Gundam Planet is one particular, but other stores has gone to IKEA and purchased those shelves and put it up so people, so they can display their kits. And everybody's buying that as well for them to display kits. I'm probably going to do the same thing. But I don't want to buy like a couple of glass cases and that. I definitely want something where it's easily like bookshelves. Walmart had a 5-shelf bookshelf, or I think it was a 6-shelf bookshelf, for at least $40. And I kind of like that because I like wood type furniture, and I kind of consider doing that and putting that there. If anybody remembered when I did a video where I cleaned my massive shelf, and I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to pivot the camera a bit. There's my phone because I want to see the your chats. Right there. You see that shelf right here? All this? This is a massive shelf here that was given to me by a previous, neighbor that when they moved. And that shelf, this is a nice shelf. It has like a wooden separator, like a wood shelf in the middle, and 2 glass shelves, one on top of the other. So I have 4 shelves plus the one up, spacing on the top. But I have some kits. I have some boxes up there, and it's a great presentation to show off my kits. The only problem is this thing it weighs a ton. This is actually unlike the Sorter brands or those other brands that you have compressed wood, where like you have wood chips that have been compressed as a plate, so it'd be cheaper and lighter. This one is a pure piece of wood. It's solid. It's heavy as hell, and it's not coming with me. It's going to be thrown in the garbage, or unless I'll sell it for somebody who needs it. But they will have to. I may end up putting this on Craigslist and see if anybody's interested, because this thing is a good. It's a good shelf. to show off your kits. But it's also heavy as hell. So I will definitely begin preparing this for selling it and having it ready. And then when I'm ready to move, I'll tell the person, listen, you can come by and pick it up. Just give me that, and it'll be cash, no check, no bullshit. So I will show that. And then, of course, going back to your question, Bryce, yes, it will be. I will do a room tour. I'll do a room tour like Millie does, Gunpla Millie. Maybe it's not as extravagant as she does, but I'll do something like that. My channel will be updated. Hello, Ikuro. Wait, Akutu Seta. Hello, good morning. Thank you for looking at my channel. Thank you. So the table is the one thing that I need to look into. There's a lot of things that I have to prepare, pack, and I've been putting stuff in storage, thinking about how all this works. Again, I found a place. I just have not officially said, or I've not got the official word. Yes, we're going. Yes, we're there. No, we just found it after like 3 months of looking. And so I'm looking for a condo. I wasn't looking for an apartment. I've been in this apartment for 30 years, and leaving this apartment with nothing but what I have tends to piss me off a bit. I do pretty well, and I think it's about time I invest in some property. So that's the whole purpose of me. That's why it took so long to get my funds ready and find a place where it's reasonable and something that's it's good, very good. Something to treat myself, and then treat you guys also. With so many kits that are being announced and things that are coming out, I was like, oh, I want to get this, I want to get that. And in all due fairness, I was like, shit, I can't buy that. I really can't, because I need to save my money. I really need to save my money. And that brings up a point. Yesterday, I was buying some stuff for the house. Like normal food and things like that. And Barnes and Noble was nearby. And at first I said, nah, I'm not going to go to Barnes and Noble. Why do I want to go to Barnes and Noble? Then I forgot that usually, sometimes, I'll put something on the clearance table. Good for gifts. Maybe somebody threw a Gundam in there, But no, I said, all right, fine. I'm going to go and check it out. And I'm going to show you this picture. Let me just get myself off the chat and then show it off. When I was at Gundam Planet, excuse me, Barnes & Noble. I don't know if you guys can see this. I'm going to try to zoom in. This shelf where you see all these kits, it says right there, I'm going to zoom in again. Can I zoom in? Yeah, there it is. Sale, 25% off. And look what what they had there. Look at all that. You see? Let's expand this out. So, Barnes & Noble is selling Gundam kits, Bandai kits, Star Wars kits, Dragon Ball, any other kits at Bandai for 25% off. 25% off. And if you are a member, you get automatically 10% off. But if you get the email with the coupons, you can apply that. So I said to myself, okay, let me see what they have here. So I was looking around, and pretty much I had almost all these. I'm not a big fan of this. Not that I'm not a big fan of Star Wars. I just getting myself to build a Star Wars kit takes a while to get myself prepared. Sengoku kits, not a big. I am starting to like it, but it was not in my radar. And then I said to myself, you know what? I saw this kit, and at first I was like, nah, I'm never gonna buy this kit. But this kit retailed at $57.99, and with the 25% off plus 10 plus 10, that's 45% off. I got this for $37. Master grade Gundam H2 Magnum. That's a steal. That is a steal. So yeah, I'm glad that I got this. Well, again, it was not something that I wanted to buy. Surprisingly, we're getting this, and I thought, oh, okay, this could be a P Bandai. And Prime 92 told me that the knees are finally fixed, so you don't have to worry about it. Unlike because I remember having the H2 double bullet, I think it was double bullet, was it? Yeah. And I sold it because I never built it, and I heard some negative things about it. But now that I have this hopefully will redeem itself because I never built the Master Grade H2. I have to ask her, does this come with the parts left over from the original H2? Let me read. Falsey says, okay, I've been trying to build something, but the weather is so bad, bloody hot that my mood went down. My last build was the space battleship Ginga. Everyone was like, oh, really? That's I would like to see that build if you don't mind. Bryce says, man, I wish I had the location where I live. These or some good discounts. You know what? Just go to Best Buy. Sorry. Go to Barnes and Noble. Because right now the one that I saw was in Wayne, New Jersey. I can imagine all the other places. And I got an email, a side email saying about the sales for Bandai kits on sale at Barnes and Noble. So take advantage of it. I mean, 45% off a kit or kits. That's ridiculous. You know, I saw the Dynamis and I said I already had the Dynamis. I already built it. And as a matter of fact, let me get the Dynamis because I actually took this to a place where I took a photograph of it. Hold on a second. In a moment. Let me just put that right here for a second. I always did like to show off my Dynamis. It's one of my favorite kits. I didn't finish up the decals, but I'll definitely look into finishing it up, and I'll bring it to MosquitoCon next year. This is actually, yeah, this came out really nice. Look how big this boy is. I love it. I really do. There we go. So does any of you guys want to ask me some questions, you know? I wasn't actually prepared for anything lately. Just come on, say hello, say hi. Anybody ask me? Thank you very much, Akira. Thank you. I really liked the Dynamis. Was like one of those kits that kind of like fell. Everything about it was nice. There was no nothing that caused that felt uncomfortable with me. It's just perfect. It's a perfect good master grade. I hope that if Bandai really okay, right now Bandai's track record with master grades has been going up almost every kit, and I heard some great things. I don't know. I don't know if anybody has the what do you call it, the Alex, but I'm surprised that I haven't heard nothing negative about the Alex, the master grade Alex. So I haven't heard nothing, and we're getting the Zaku Warrior Luminary Hawk in a month or so. Plus the Barbatos I want to have the Barbatos is going to be the most interesting kit, and unfortunately, I do not have the Master Grade anymore. I'm sorry, Master Grade, the original hybrid 1/100 scale kit. Um, I put those. I put them to storage. Well, you know, the first one I sold. The other two I have put to storage, the Lupus and the Lupus Rex. But the one thing that of that kit is that of the Barbatos is the legs, is the feet. I was never a big fan of how that feet was designed, and I hope that they figured it out with the new kit. And I hope the new kit, with now its new intended features and articulation, it's a little bit bigger than the original 1/100 scale. Because I do remember in Gunpla Talk where Zach and Tim, Justin, um, all the other guys, Simon, they were talking about it, and they were mentioning a few things that was a little off here and there of the prototype of the Master Grade Barbatos. And I had to say to myself, and I wanted, I wish I was in that conversation. If you're going to give it more detail, but give it more of the articulation, something has to be increased, something has to be lengthened, thickened, and maybe for it to have either additional parts or strengthening it. So that's my guess that's going to happen with the Barbatos, because I know the Barbatos it was basically around the same size as the RX-782 Master Grade, which of course I have right here. All right, so, and I'm going with visual. I know it's around here, the size. Excuse me. So the Barbatos may end up being about a millimeter higher than its original intended size, and maybe 2 millimeters wider. It'll probably be so subtle you probably don't even notice it. But for it to have, those features that we've seen in the anime, to replicate the scenes from the anime, then that's something that Bandai has to work with and build it up from there. So that's my interpretation. That's what I'm hoping for. And clearly, once we start seeing production photographs and the actual kit itself on on social media and websites, we'll go from there. All right, so let me read here. Which Master Grade kit is the most flawed in your opinion? Okay, Bryce, that's a good question, and I'll answer Falsa's question in a minute. Which is the most flawed? Well, I go by personal personal experience. That has to be the Master Grade Victory Gundam, because the Victory Gundam itself is too small. It's a high grade size kit, and they put in so many movable parts in it that if you paint those inner parts, you may run the risk of breaking those, because those parts are not strong enough to actually be used again for transformation. And considering that you can make 3 vehicles out of that Victory, nice gimmick, just too small. If you had Bandai would have sold me if they would have made the Victory Gundam as a perfect grade. And there is a 1/60th scale version of that, but a perfect grade Victory would be plausible, and it would make sense. But I think the Victory was one of the most flawed kits, in my opinion. I don't know about you guys. Have you seen the new Transformer toys? The giant Yes, yes. I was like, at first I thought it was like basically concept idea, but when it was at San Diego Comic-Con, I was like, really, really, wow. I think companies like the company that's making this, and like Bandai, since we're now getting a $1,000 new Gundam metal build type thing, I think they've been all influenced by Hot Toys, where they're making high-end level toys, like from the Avengers, from Justice League, from any type of series or pop culture references that you can pick up for about $200 to $300 a piece. They say to themselves, okay, let's do this. Let's do that as well. Let's make something that's high end, really cool to see, but also very expensive. And it's going to be for the serious collectors. Yeah, that Unicron is crazy, absolutely crazy and big. I don't even know where to put. I'm never gonna get that. I like Transformers, but I'll never purchase something like that unless it's the model kit. But yeah, that's it was crazy to see something like that. Absolutely crazy. Uh, what else can we talk about? So, hang on a second. All right, so I was at Gundam Planet a couple of weeks ago, and I picked up a kit, of course. I can't help myself. I have a problem. And I picked up the, oops, I knew that was going to happen, the Silver Bullet Suppressor. Put you back there. Oops. Again, I've heard some amazing things about this high grade. There we go. I heard some amazing things about the high grade. Excuse me. And I would not mind building this guy. Maybe for the month of August. So much so that, well, I won't say anything. Let's wait until August kicks in, and then we'll talk about it. So I'm thinking about it. Of course, when I was at Gundam Planet, not only that kit was there, I also picked up this one. Master Grade Gundam NT1 Alex 2.0. I'm surprised it doesn't say that 2.0. But hell, well, I call it a 2.0. It's a big box. Yes, it's a biggie box. And I can't wait to get this one, the Zaku 2 Kai RE100, which is coming out next month, I believe. Oh yeah, this is very nice. I want to build it now, to tell you the truth. As a matter of fact, the other day when I went to Gundam Planet, and there's a photograph of me, Dennis, and James. So it's Spider 2K2 and Gunpla were there, and I said, "Oh, let me go see you guys. I haven't seen them in a while. I've seen James this year at MosquitoCon, but I haven't seen Dennis for over like 3 or 4 years, and it was a good moment of talking with him, chatting him up, and all. And I think he picked up this kit, and he picked up he picked up this kit, I think. But this is very, very big, very, very nice, and I want to build it. I'm actually thinking of what the hell am I going to build when I'm at the new place. I won't say because obviously I don't know yet. Now I also I picked this up at Barnes & Noble. This was like a week before, and if I would have known about the sale, I would have saved time to buy it. But I bought other things at Barnes & Noble, which I was like in a shitty mood, and I said, let me buy this. So I bought the Universal Gundam unit. This one is the Gundam X, which I never purchased the master grade or high grade of this. And there is Knight. How you doing, Ike? I know you're gonna be chatting up the storm in a few moments. So I got this Gundam at the Barnes and Noble. I think this was $7, $8. And I kind of like this little guy, the Jagan ECOS type. This is another $8. I have the hybrid of this, and I want to build it too, so I got that one. So I picked up these two guys. And then for shits and giggles, when I saw this and I was like looking at it, I said, you know what? I think I'm gonna get this. And I got this guy right here. Speaking of Transformers, Flames, Flame Toys, Optimus Prime IDW version. I have the other one, the Convoy, which I got from Comic Con last year, which I should build also. But I said, let me get this guy. What was the price on this? $35.99. What sold me is how wide the posture is on this and how well detailed it is. I definitely want to build this. You know what? I'm gonna review somebody's review of this, and if this looks good, I may end up building this. I may end up building this guy. Francesco. Oh, Francisco. No, Francisco. Sorry. How you doing, Francisco? How you doing? Hello, Strider Prime. I am from Ecuador, and maybe I am your one Latino fan. So keep Oh yes, okay. Thank you. Thank you very much, Francisco. Francisco. I got it. Why am I saying Francesco? Oh, because I was talking to a guy named Francesco a few days ago. But thank you very much for your comment. And greetings from Ecuador. Thank you. Hope you guys are doing okay over there. Just showing you some kits. Just talking up a storm. You know, I had this local type here, and I have the decals, which I should end up putting on this guy, and I always keep forgetting to do it. Stay right there. I don't have any more kits to show. That's pretty much everything that I got, and I do have another set of kits that I purchased, but I am not opening the box. I'm putting it into storage, and that will be an unboxing when I'm at the new place. So for those of you who are now coming into my channel and watching the video, just to let you guys know, I found a place to stay. It is not set in stone. I have not officially signed my way to this place yet. I just found it. I saw it. I loved it. I'm now making an offer. I have to wait until they respond back to me and say, sure. And then from there, I'm going to take a good month off, maybe up to a month and a half off. So that way I can get my place settled down. I get all get communication ready, my internet, get the house cleaned up, get everything settled, get myself mentally settled as well, because it's going to be, I'm under a lot of stress, stupidly under a lot of stress. I don't know why my ex-girlfriend hasn't come back from North Carolina. We haven't had the breakup, you know what? And I'm hoping for that. But for now, I'm still waiting. Let me see, Knight. I have heard great things about the Flame Toys lines of Transformers. Yes, I do. And as a matter of fact, I was actually thinking of getting so you came in late, Night. So Barnes and Noble is selling Bandai kits and model kits over there for 25% off. I showed a picture on my Facebook page and my Instagram page. Did I put it on Instagram? I think I did not. Let me double check. Hold on. Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay. So I posted on my Instagram page. I didn't do Twitter, but I did it on Instagram, and letting people know that at Barnes and Noble they're selling all the Gundam kits for 25% off. And if you have the membership for 10% off plus a coupon that usually you get via email, you can get up to 45% off a kit. Sometimes they'll send you a 15% off or a 20% off. I wish I had the 20% off, because that would have been a 55% off. Because and I don't know if you knew this, but I got the Master Grade H2 Magnum for $37. That was a steal and a half, and I couldn't say no to that. Okay, Francisco, let's see. You say, would you do someday a gameplay of Gundam Breaker 3 or the new Gundam Breaker? Well, if you got the time, make it cause really. Okay. I never purchased the new Gundam Breaker game on Steam. I'm never gonna get Breaker 3. However, and this is actually a good topic, but thank you, Francisco, for mentioning it. I am planning, hopefully, to get myself a PlayStation 4. And for those of you who don't know why I'm getting a PlayStation 4, has everybody forgot the recent announcement of a game that's coming out on the PlayStation 4? Can anybody guess? Huh? You know what? And the chat, guess what game that's coming out on the PlayStation 4 that involves our topic? I'll wait for somebody's comment on the chat. Dom-Team98, Biofan. Hey, are you going to make a squad of your Zakus? You know what? I have 2 other Zaku kits that I put to storage, but I have an idea for that, and thanks for mentioning that. I'm looking into doing something like that. So yeah, I may do something like that. I see nobody's putting anything on the chat, so I'll keep talking until you guys tell me what Gundam game is coming out on the PlayStation 4. That's a hint right there. All right, so what are the things I could show off here? I pulled this out of the back of the storage because I forgot that I had it back here. I still have this little guy, or this big guy. This is the Master Grade, not Master Grade, excuse me, the 1/60th scale Exia, but the first one that came out during the time of 00. And it was actually, I think, my second build or my third build. I think it was my second build on YouTube. I still have this guy. I was actually thinking of painting it. Considering that I've already painted the perfect grade, I could probably paint this guy. Give it a good tone of color. Let me see here. Dom Team, what came? GBO1 and 2. All right. Apparently nobody's getting it, except for Dom. Gundam Battle Operations 2 is coming to the PlayStation 2. Sorry, PlayStation 4. I don't know when. I believe it's probably November or December or whatever. But that is something that I really want to get to play. I don't have a PS4. I have the PS3. I put that to storage and I may end up selling it or something like that. But the PS4 I want to get so I can play Battle Operations 4. I know Prime 92 has one. A friend of ours named Max has one. So definitely it will be like a team effort for us to, make our own little three-man lance and all that stuff. Let me see here. I think that's pretty much everything that I've talked about. However, let's see. Hey man, what's up? Have I missed anything important? And how join PS4 when it comes out? Yes. No. All right. So again, new people who left and now come in. Just want to give you a heads up. Again, I'll repeat myself. I found a place to stay. It's reasonable for me to live and all that stuff. Great for me to present all my kits and start doing new Gundam content. I can't wait to start going to town and building all the kits that I purchased. I may end up telling you guys what kits should I make in what order or whatnot. I'll do a contest saying, hey, you guys tell me what I build and the most votes, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just throwing things in the air. What do you think about the new season of Gundam Builders? You think it would be a good season? The last season was not that bad. Just a little weird, but not that bad. And my coffee's cold. So I can't wait to see that because I kind of like that new mobile suit that we just saw. I wish I knew the name of it. But I really think it. Yeah, I have my hopes high for that. Hey, my English was terrible. I'm sorry. It's okay, Kevin. Don't worry about that, man. Don't worry. Don't worry. I think that's pretty much it at this moment. Does anybody else want to ask me a couple other questions? I'm gonna stay on for another 15 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it quits. I got things to do, places to go, and maybe a kit to build. I have no idea. So if you have a question, feel free to ask. I'm here. Yeah. So that's good. What is... Let me pull some other kits to show off. I'll put you away. Put you here. I remember well, a long time ago, I forgot what year it was, when I went to Comic-Con. I don't think it was Comic-Con. I think at the time it was under a different name. But before Gundam Planet, there was a place called Image Anime. And I ended up going there every now and then, of course, to get kits because that was the only place I knew that they were selling kits. And when I was there, they were announcing the gun tank. Remember gun tank, the Master Grade gun tank? Here it is, right here. So very cool little tank. I like this, especially when the tank tries to do that. So it's very dusty, unfortunately. And I think the dumb thing about this is it has that little feature where it's supposed to like go, simulate cannon fire, which doesn't make sense why you want springs on something that you're only doing this. This one also had the ability to you take the head off, which I'm going to try right now, and you could take this off and put the LED lights in there, but the only light that's going to turn on is these two little things here. Was this a panel that lifted up? I don't know. No, it's just a part of the kit. Be nice if they would have made the Origins gun tank from Origins as a Master Grade. Surprisingly, we never got something like that, or it would have been nice to see something like that. All right, let me see what questions we got. For your new custom, maybe you can customize one of the Gundams G, the DBZ from Gundam. You can go, I don't know, like a night mobile suit. Like a night suit. That's kind of a cool idea. I've seen people do some crazy things about that, especially for GBWC. I've seen people do that. I don't know. Well, I have to flesh it out, but it's a good idea. I'll look into it. What was the high grade kit you had the most fun with? Oh, what high grade kit that I had the most fun with? To tell you the truth, I think, and I don't have it with me anymore. The Easy SR, when I was customizing it, when I was putting all those weaponry and miniguns on that. That was actually one of my favorites. I had fun with building that one. Dom Team Biofan, I'm going to try to make a Zaku team. I have Char Origin Zaku 2. Well, which one? Is it the R6 or the R5? Or is it the Zaku 1? Oh, you said Zaku 2. So is it R6 or R5? because the last one was the R6, which is basically this one right here. And so there was an R6 char version. They moved. Give me a mess. Yeah, they move. It's a weird feature, but yeah. Give me a master grade 8. Yeah, give me a master. Oh, that's right, a master grade 08th MS Team gun tank. That's right. It had a different look to it, almost a Kai version to it. That would have been nice to see that, even as a high grade. I'm surprised we didn't see that. Oh, okay, good. Oh, so it's an R6, Dom? Good. So yeah, you're gonna have fun with that one, because this was the R6, and I really had fun with this guy. All right. So you guys are mentioning all that. I already showed this off. Showing off clips that I have. Oh, yeah, I forgot about this one. Does anybody remember this little big bad boy? There's a lot of dust on this. A lot of dust. Thunderbolt. That's a big boy. Yeah, I had that for GBWC a couple of years ago. It didn't win, of course. I had some issues with the decals. Actually, I learned more about applying these decals than ever before, and these decals was a pain in the ass to put on, especially these, because I was extremely worried that they were going to rip and break off. Let me see here. For the Gundam movie that Paramount is making, I thought it was Legendary. Is only the history of the first Gundam, right? Or do you think it's going to be more further like Gundam or Gundam Z? You always have to begin with the origins. So yeah, definitely. Oh, that's funny though, because there's a picture online where somebody took they did it was on DeviantArt. Basically, they took the RX-78 and for Amuro Ray they used Tom Holland from Spider-Man as Amuro. Which, to tell you the truth, last year when they made the announcement of them thinking of making a Gundam movie, I threw out ideas of who was going to be the actors and actresses that may play specific characters in the new Gundam movie. And I put Tom Holland as a possibility for him playing Amuro Ray. And his friend, not his girlfriend, his friend Zeta, I can never pronounce her name right, but she was also she plays MJ in the Spider-Man movie. She played a great Lala. The guy from Parks and Reservations, the guy with the beard, could play Rumba Rawl. There are other actors which I right now can't remember, but it was kind of fun seeing people posting Tom Holland as Amuro Ray. So it would be funny if they did pick him. And off the hype, seeing a real size Gundam on the big screen. Yeah, that's true. Oh, remember, seeing a real size Gundam on the big screen is not going to be as big as the fact that we're next year in the Olympics, we're going to see this guy supposedly walking. Remember? Does everybody remember? Full armor gun. Okay, yeah. The first Gundam that is piloted by a mechanic. That's funny. Yeah, that is true. Well, at least he knows how to fix it. All right. So, final questions. 5 more minutes. I haven't had breakfast yet. Anybody else have any ideas, any comments, any questions on future kits, whatnot? I guess the last thing I'll comment is the fact that there's an announcement of a new perfect grade. Um, we don't know what perfect grade is going to be. There was a silhouette of the RX-78-2, and I think me and Prime 92 commented on the fact that it would have been nice to see a 2.0 version of the RX-78-2. That would be befitting something like that for us to see. I've never purchased the perfect grade RX-78-2, and every now and then when I do see it on sale, I just raise an eyebrow and I say to myself, do I want one? Should I get one? Is it nice? I know people say it's a great kit. Even it's a what 20? It's a close to a 20-year-old perfect grade kit. It's still good. I don't know yet. I really don't. So I did hear a rumor, and I'll say it, and it'll probably be denied, that we may end up getting the Strike Gundam again, but it will be the perfect strike, perfect grade, with the sword, with the cannon, and with the ale pack all in one, with the actual thing that goes in the back with the extra I guess energy caps and things like that. So perfect strike, a perfect grade. Think about that. Be nice to see something like that if Bandai actually decides to make it. I don't know. I would not mind a 2.0 RX-78-2 perfect strike, perfect grade. That's even better. What do you guys think? Let's see. Do you plan on getting the Master Grade Coal Type RGM 79D? If I see it on a reasonable good price, yes. Hey Josh, how you doing? Are you going to make a Discord? You know, I was on Discord one time, and I guess I do not understand it. I really don't. Do I need to be? Because I'm hearing Twitch, Discord, that, and this, and like, I'm actually been getting solicited by someone on my email, on my by email about joining a company. Actually, let me find out what's it called. It was just an email that I got yesterday. I'll tell you what it is in a second. Right. So much email. I actually was not even thinking about it, but then I read something about this, and I just raised an eyebrow here and there, and I'm like, do I really want to get into something like this? And it's like another online service to show things on your on phones. Which again, I wish I had more information on this. I'm sorry. I'm actually. I should have thought of that ahead of time. And oh, here we go. So it's from a company called Amino Apps. AMINO Apps, where I can upload content to that for people to see it on their phones. And I'm saying, well, am I not doing that on YouTube? But does anybody have an idea what Amino Apps is, and is it worth it? You guys let me know. All right. So no, Discord. I have no idea. I can't jump into something that I don't know. Okay, my final question. It would be that you do like using gold paint and marker gold mobile suits on your custom, or is it hard color to work with? I don't use markers anymore. unless it's something specifically small and simple. That's why I always airbrush. Gold. I did gold one time a long time ago, and I don't see myself doing it again. And if you want to see what kit it was that's all painted in gold, I will show you. Here, you want a gold kit? There you go. What do you think of that? A 2.0 RX78 PG would be nice. I also want to get the first one. I would really like to see a 3.0 Zaku Master Grade and a new Easy 8. New Easy 8 would have been nice. Very nice. I would have gotten that. I'm sorry, I don't know who the person is in the kanji. It looks like a Korean comment, but I don't speak Korean. I don't know how to translate that, so maybe you can try to translate it in English. Do you use Gemmer? You know what? Me and Prime 92 used to do Gemmer a lot. We even advertised for them, but I haven't been on that account in years. I know she hasn't, and I don't know. I don't see. I try to get on it. Maybe I'll go back in again and revisit it. But I do have a Gemmer account. I just haven't used it in a long time. So, don't know. I have no idea. Okay. It is now 12:37. I'll just wind down to say thank you guys for sticking with me. This was not a planned live stream. It was basically just out of the whim, shooting some shit, having some fun. I'm glad to talk to you guys as best as I can. I'm hoping within the next couple of days I hear something very positive, very amazing. I don't know what would be the outcome. I'm having some very high hopes right now on my possibility of finding, going to this new place. Hey, I may say this now, and then tomorrow I find out I can't move to that place, or I can't get it, and then it's going to be back to square one. But I just want to give you guys a heads up and let you guys know that I'm still here. I'm still trying to figure things out. I still want to start building some new kits. I may build something quick just so you guys can see it. Maybe build something fun for you guys to review. And then when the time comes and I'm ready, you guys will all be aware of it. I'll probably do a live stream where you guys can see me and we'll talk and all that stuff. And then let's hope for the best. I really do. I am going to answer one question that somebody kept on sending me messages, and I'm going to say this. No, I cannot do GBWC for 2019. I am not attending GBWC. I was actually thinking of going to Comic-Con in New York City, but I can't get the Saturday ticket, so I'll be going to. I may end up going Sunday to see what's there, because you know what, I want to see what kind of cool things I could find. I don't know yet, and also I may end up going to Anime NYC, but I may end up not going to neither one of them and go to someplace else, which of course I will keep my mouth shut, very shut. With that being said, I'd like to thank you, my subscribers, my friends, and my fans. Thank you for sticking with me, watching my channel. And what can I say but stay tuned for more Gundam models yet to come. You guys all have a great day.